This is Lance Corporal Burrows from Cadet Lessons, and this is a lesson on why things are seen. In today's lesson, I'm going to use the 7S's to teach you why things are seen and how we can combat against being seen in the field. This lesson will come into key on exercise, operations, reconnaissance patrols, and if you think about it, hide and seek. We're using the 7S's. It's an acronym that we use to remember the 7 categories on why things are seen. Let's get into it. The first one is surface. This could be like something really smooth, because in nature most things are not smooth. They are rough. Trees, there's bark, it's rough. Leaves are rough. Bushes are rough. So if you are wearing really tight, smooth clothes, you're going to stand out. And so rough up your uniform, put some twigs in it. This will make you look more like nature and hide in so you can take your position and hold it for longer without being spotted by the enemy. Shine. Things in nature are not shiny. Just take off your watch, take off your sunglasses. Maybe your sandwich is in tinfoil is just falling out your pocket. So that would be like, that would kill you. The enemy would just like, shine thing, bang, you're dead. And so just that would be really easy to combat against. Just make sure you're not going to drop something shiny. Make sure everything's that's shiny is put away, so you do not fail your operation, and so you can continue to carry on your exercise. Shape. Things in nature are not a square. They are very random and miscellaneous. They are quite unnatural, just naturey. Unnatural in like the sense of buildings being square, I think, but natural in like trees, No one really knows where it's going. It's very random, and so do not keep your shape. As well, like human shape, people know human shape a lot, so that will be putting sticks in your uniform so you look more like a tree. Shadow. This is quite hard to combat against, I feel like. But once you get into it, you can really take this far. So shadow would be something like hiding in the shadow, because when you're seen, when you're in sunlight, it's a human shadow. It looks like a shape of a human, so you shoot it. So to combat that, you can hide behind a tree, maybe a building, in the shadow of that. Conduct operations at night, even. Next one is silhouette, which is a bit the same as shadow. So out for this, like if you caught in direct sunlight, the shape of a human you see, you'd shoot it. And so that will be conducting operation at night. Don't stand in direct sunlight. That can be true for shadow as well. And use trees shadow. Use trees to hide behind. Use buildings to hide behind, or put twigs in your uniform to try and combat that like silhouette. Spacing. So spacing would be in nature, things are not the same. They're not evenly spaced. They're random. If you look at a forest, trees are randomly placed. That would be when you're doing a section attack or where you're patrolling. Make the distance large enough that you'll be safe, but so that you can keep the distance, so you're not exploded by an ID, but also so that you are free from basically keep it random so you're not attacked. Because if it's the same, people are going to shoot it anyway. Next one is sudden movement. That'll be in nature, things are not, they're gradual. And so when you are getting up from like being in the prone position, just gradually get up and gradually move. Do not go, because then you'll be attacked and then you'll be shot at, because they might think it's a deer, but if it's a deer, but if it is a human, then they'll shoot it anyway, because they don't care. The enemy do not care. And so these can be seen here in these figures. If you look here, you've got the shape and the silhouette and the texture, because they're not behind this bush, and because they're quite smooth, really, and they look like a human. That's a human there. And so I'd get behind that bush, crouch down. This one, Shadow, and this is also silhouette, I'd say, but they could have hidden behind this. Let's say this is a building. They could have hidden behind that building there. Spacing is quite even here, so they're thinking, oh, then maybe the enemy are now counting 1, 2, 3, and they know every 3 seconds they see you, and so that will be randomizing that, so they cannot even try do that. And this here is moving fast towards that tree, move gradually, crawl slowly, and so that's how you can use this. So, and as well, hide behind these bushes and look round the bush. Do not expose yourself to your silhouette. As well here, use of shadow will hide you, will keep that from happening. Because if you are in that shadow, maybe you'll be spotted by shape and silhouette and everything, but then you're not being spotted by shadow. Avoid skylines for silhouette. Just don't avoid skyline. Get behind a bush and avoid isolated cover. This tree is quite isolated, and it's in the skyline as well. So this bush here is a little bit less isolated. So now we're going to move to some consolidation. I'd get a notebook and pen or a scrap piece of paper to try and answer these 3 questions. First, name 3 of the 7S's. Just name 3, any of them. Number 2, how can you combat being seen via your shadow? Pause it if you need more time. What may happen if you don't follow the 7S's? That's quite a broad question, but try and answer it to the best of your ability, but keep them short. Okay, for number 1, any of these, the surface, the shine, the shape, silhouette, spacing, or sudden movement. For number 2, you could hide in shadows from buildings, trees, etc. And for number 3, it could result in section failure on exercise. Failure could mean you and your section are killed, or you are taken as hostage, or if you're on Master Cadet, you could fail Master Cadet, which would be quite bad. So, thank you for taking your time to watch this video, and thank you for wanting to learn. And so, I'm just going to ask you to subscribe because I'm trying to get this channel a little bit bigger so we can get more followers, so I can give these lessons out, because the more people I follow, the more I'll have to put into my lesson because I want to make them better. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you stay posted for my next lesson. Thank you.